Hey everyone, in today's video, we're going to see about how Docker works. So if you're working in Docker and don't know how the entire flow works and why each flow is for, this video is for you. Let's get started. So we all came across this particular term that it was working in my system and it was completely all right. I don't know what happened in your laptop. So Docker is exactly to solve that particular problem because we're just going to do everything in one place and make it work in every machine possible. So that is what Docker does. So the first thing that we do is we just make it into a read-only file, which we call as image. So when it does, it starts with the OS. So it specify which OS it was particularly working on, and base is OS, and which platform or programming language it was basically built with. And later we just install the required packages of that application, and later we just copy that application. This is what this image file consists of. So you can see it in here from bottom to top what it has. So we just convert everything into an image file, a read-only file, which would be like very less in size. So we just orchestrate everything and put in a Docker image. That is what Docker image is about, but it is like a blueprint where you just design a house and it has like where bedrooms and bathrooms and kitchens should be, and it have the entire design in it. But with only blueprint, you can't run the application. You can't just go into the house, right? You need to construct it. For that, we have a container. Container is basically your house. So you build based on the blueprint. What container has is your application, your running application. Once you have the containers, you can just directly install the application in it. So Docker run and your application name, which was specified, that we will know like how it is specified. So it is like a pressing play button in a Play Store or in your game or any application, just running your application. So that is what containers do. And you can have n number of containers for your image. That is also possible. So you can, with a base of blueprint, we can construct multiple houses, right? The same design we can replicate. So same thing, we can, with the help of image and that application, we can have multiple containers and distribute. Next is the Dockerfile. Dockerfile is your instruction file, kind of recipe. Why? Because with this Dockerfile, anybody can run the application or replicate exactly what it has been doing. The entire flow it will have from OS and the entire command of running your application. So people can actually replicate this with all dependencies and packages. So that is what recipe do. We need to give this as a menu or context for the users when we upload. So here is App Store. We download apps, right? And from Play Store or App Store, it is same thing. So Docker can be the particular Docker registry. It's a cloud-based platform where people can pull and push the request. I mean, they can just push the entire application to Docker registry, and anybody from the other end can pull and use it. So this is what Docker registry does. Yeah. So volumes is nothing but you can have external source for your application. So containers will have your app, the mounted volume, but the host or the outside storage, which would be like USB, where you can just have your data and play or use in multiple systems, I mean multiple containers. That is what the host volumes will do. So this is what the persistent memory called as. and compose. Compose is like when we are doing this application, orchestration has to be done. So everything need to be built together and structured it properly. Then only we can publish it in a effective way. So it's like musician who can have instruments independently, multiple independent instruments they can play, and that we call as containers. And compose is nothing but giving a general music altogether, just orchestrate everything and giving it as an one coordinated music. So that is what Docker Compose will do, the orchestration. And this is what we have as a step. So first thing, when we have image and container, a Docker file will tell you like what need to be done. So or we can have Docker file as your menu or context. With the help of that, we can do step by step what we need to do from step 1 to till the application, what all the packages and dependencies that we need to include in the image. Here is the steps for the entire flow of this video. I hope this video finds you well. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.